this morning's Business Insight, the city's major arts groups are teaming up with the city's business community to sell Cincinnati in New York City. The partnership is resulting in a first-of-its-kind grassroots effort that will take most of our area's arts and business organizations to the Big Apple for a week in May. The arts groups will be playing on some of the world's biggest stages, while the business leaders will connect with corporate and media outlets to raise awareness about Cincinnati's business climate, technology, and startup innovations. For more on how this came to be and what is planned, Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith is joined by Jonna Reeder, Vice President of Community Relations and Economic Development for Duke Energy's local operations. Jamie and Jonna.
Thanks, Peg. Thanks for being here today, Jonna.
My pleasure.
So, Cincy and NYC.
Yes.
It's getting a lot of press.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about how it got started.
Well, it got started because of our great arts organizations. You know, Jamie, we are literally taking our show on the road, literally and figuratively. While the arts organizations will take the big stage, we in the business community said, let's use this opportunity to put ourselves on a national stage with media outlets and also with site selectors. They're the ones that help cite big business into different communities. So those in economic development said, let's marry these two opportunities and go out and sell ourselves as a community.
That's great. Now, I love the quote that you gave us in Business Courier this week. You said, we're able to fight above our weight when it comes to arts and quality of life in our region. Expand on that a little bit, if you would.
Absolutely. You know, Cincinnati being my adopted home, sometimes I get a little tired of hearing this humble pie from all the locals. And, you know, we need to get rid of that humble pie because that's not how you sell your community. And humble pie doesn't go good with Grater's ice cream anyway.
Great.
So, you know, we have got more assets in this community than so many other communities. Los Angeles, New York, we have more Fortune 500 companies per capita than those two communities. We don't celebrate it enough. So that's what I mean when I say we're above our fighting weight. We just need to get out and shout it a little bit more.
Well,
communities our size, we have to go out and sell the opportunities. Media doesn't necessarily come to us. You know, national media. So we need to pitch it. And this is an organized effort called Source Cincinnati, celebrating the arts, putting them in the center, but then using the opportunity to pitch ourselves on all the other assets we have.
So tell me a little bit, who are the primary players in this? Obviously, we've talked about the arts, so the arts are involved. How about the business world? Who's involved?
Yes, we're using Ready Cincinnati, which is our local arm of economic development, part of the Greater Cincinnati Chamber of Commerce. They're leading our efforts with probably a dozen site selectors. We're going to go in as the business community and work with them and pitch the ideas of why they need to help us locate new business into our region. We're also taking some of our entrepreneurs with us to talk about the great revitalization in Over the Rhine and what's going on with Centrifuge and Cincy Tech and the Brandery, because who better to sell than those that have been successful in what they're trying to do. Not only the arts community, but the tourism community will be joining, and we'll be selling on why you need to bring not only visitors here, but also those great conferences that bring dollars into this community. You have a good experience when you come to Cincinnati. You're probably going to come back. You're going to tell other people about it, and that's how we keep this economy going.
That's great. So we got the CVB involved, we've got the arts involved, we've got business people involved. How about the city themselves? Are they taking part in this?
You know, I couldn't be more pleased to say that our mayor is taking a leadership role. We talked with Mayor Cranley about how we were trying to marry all these ideas, and he jumped in the middle along with several city council members. We've been talking to them about the importance of selling this community for quite a while. You can't sit back and wait for them to come to you. So the mayor will be leading a delegation. We'll do desk side chats with local media in New York City, and he's going to lead those efforts along with some of the business leaders. Who better to sell our city?
Oh, that's awesome. It's so great to see collaboration. You know, I mean, as we talked before, you know, one company or one person can do a lot of things, but when you put great minds like this together and take it on the road, it's got to be successful, don't you think?
Absolutely. And in this day and time, you have to work smarter. The collaboration is coming through, and we're amplifying the stories that are Greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. These are the people that have lived the dreams in this area. It's an area that's a picture perfect postcard when you look at the cut in the hill, and we can tell that. We can tell that story, but it's a place that anyone can make a difference, and we're going to take this show on the road and make sure they want to come back to Cincinnati.
Well, I'm glad to see you're involved in this. I know you're a successful person here with Duke.
Thank you.
And in Cincinnati in general, so thanks for being here today, and we look forward to reporting more on this.
Pleasure's mine.
All right, thanks.